Hello and welcome. My name is Brenda with Sea Bright Spirit. Today, I'd like to share a yoga practice with you for bringing peace into your experience and into your life. For our practice today, I invite you to have any supports that might help you knee cushions, blocks, blankets for relaxation, whatever feels best for you. And as we move through the practice, please honor your body. Honor where you need to maybe shift or adjust or modify for your practice. This is just a guide. You really do need to listen to yourself. So we're going to begin with just a moment of centering seated. So find a seated posture. I'm sitting on a bolster. So something that might feel a little lifted. You can even sit on blocks or a pillow. And then we'll make our way down onto our mat. So to begin, let's just settle our hands over top of our heart. Let's take a few deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Letting go of a good sigh, just to let go of anything in your day, to begin to settle into this time that you've given yourself here. And as your breath is ready to find its own natural flow, just let it do so. Perhaps you find your breath moving in and out through your nose. To ground your attention in your experience, just noticing a bit of the space around you, feeling held in your space, feeling the breath moving in and out of your body, interacting with the space around you. And as you begin to tune your attention in towards yourself, just beginning to notice, how am I feeling today? What's on my mind? And without judging or trying to change anything, just acknowledge. And if you know that there's anything that you can set aside at this moment, set it to the side. And then draw your attention down and into your body, into your heart space, into your breath. And as you connect into yourself, I want you to ask yourself a question. Is there anything weighing on my heart right now? Maybe there's fear or doubt. Maybe there's resentment. Maybe there's frustration or grief. And again, without trying to change anything, just accepting it as it is. The first pathway into peace begins with acceptance. Accepting the now. Accepting how we are. Accepting each other. So with that in mind, I invite you to just hold space for yourself here. And whatever those emotions are, whatever that is perhaps weighing on your heart today, without feeling like anything outside of you needs to change or anything within you needs to change, just give yourself a little bit of space, a little bit of curiosity and openness to see how you might bring more acceptance into your experience. So again, I invite you to take another deep breath in and just sigh out. And then we're going to bring ourselves down onto our bellies to begin. So this is crocodile pose, where we stack our forearms or we create a fist to rest the forehead on. We let the feet separate, the knees and ankles falling inward or outward, whatever feels best for you today. And the belly grounds a bit to the floor. The heart is gently lifted. And then we just rest our forehead on our arms. To find comfort in your body, maybe give the hips a little shake, rest the body into the floor. And turn attention inward. Feel how your body settles against the floor here. Feel your breath. And as we settle into this, as we ground the front of our body to the floor, we turn off that receptivity through the front of the chakras, through the front of the body. And so we can turn our attention more into ourselves so that we can begin to know and acknowledge and embrace whatever our experience is. The world around us is often a mirror to our inner experience. So when we hold on to experiences, when we attach to outcomes, when we hold the past into the present, it begins to weigh on our inner experience. We hold on to what others do, how it feels inside us. It impacts us, it influences us. So I invite you here right now to just take an inhale into your belly and just surrender. Let some of those experiences, let some of those feelings, just surrender them into the earth. Let her hold what weighs on your heart. With acceptance, maybe inviting in a little bit of allowing what is to be. Maybe with that allowing, we begin to bring in some forgiveness, some acceptance, and embracing within ourselves what we truly need. Notice what you need here. Just breathe that. Breathe it deep into the body, the belly pressing into the floor. Breathe it into the back, into your hips. As we explore through our practice today, we're going to invite our awareness to notice those tight spaces. Notice where we're holding onto life, past. We're holding onto expectation and outcome. We're going to ease those spaces with our breath, with our awareness, and we're going to bring ourselves into that acceptance of the now, that acceptance of peace. So as you feel ready here, you're going to bring your hands underneath your shoulders. You're going to lift yourself up, coming up onto the knees and the hands, and just begin to circle your body. I want you to feel into all the spaces of the torso, the hips, and the shoulders. You start to notice maybe where there's a little tension, where there's a little pulling. But just breathe continuously. Keep that breath flowing. And And if there's any spaces that you just like want to pause and maybe explore a little bit more deeply, take a deep breath there. And make sure you move all directions. We really need to be mindful of our expectations, our attachments. Because when they get attached in our mind, they get attached in our bodies, and they get attached into our hearts. So as you explore those sensations, as you explore your experience here today, and every day might be a little bit different, meet yourself as you are. And then sink your hips back towards your heels here. Come into a little child's pose or a puppy stretch if you want to keep your hips a bit higher, if your knees are tender. Listen to your body. And then just let the elbows come down to the floor. Maybe support the hands. You can stack your fists to support your head. Or you can just let the arms come forward and let the head come to the floor. Whatever feels best for you. But I want you to take a deep breath in into the back body, into your pelvis, into those tight spaces. As you exhale, sigh. Let go, surrender. Whatever your attachments are, whatever you're holding on to, just let it go. Let the story go. And create space for opportunity, for healing, for acceptance. And maybe deeply for forgiveness. Forgiveness for yourself. And maybe possibly forgiveness for others. But forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting. We can take the lessons with us. We can take the experience of what we need to learn with us. We're letting go of the hurt, the pain, the trauma. One more deep breath in, to the back, to the heart, to the throat, and then exhale, release it. Let your breath be natural. Now just begin to kind of sway the hips a little bit side to side here. Sinking the hips back, swaying a little bit side to side, feeling a little deeper into the sides of the hip. You can take the hands and reach them out. You can lift the upper body up a little bit if you need to, feeling into the sides of the body, the pelvis, the back. Breath is continuous and effortless. And then as you feel ready, just sink back. Take another deep breath in. Reach the hands forward. Letting it go. And then inhale, bring yourself up into tabletop. Bring your knees underneath your hips. Let's inhale, lengthen through the belly, engage through the back into a cow. Maybe closing the eyes, maybe lifting your gaze. Exhale, round through the back in cat. Squeeze the belly and open the back. Inhale, cow. Opening the heart, engaging. Exhale, cat. Squeezing that breath out. Inhale, cow. As you come here, let's just pause. Ground through the hands, lengthen through the back, to the crown of the head, opening the heart up, beginning to draw in that awareness through the heart space. Exhale, squeeze the breath out one more time here. And then come back to center at table. Now we're going to just circle the left wrist a bit, to create a little bit more openness through that wrist joint. Need to take care of the body. So we can do a little bit more weight bearing. Ground through that left hand. Do the same with the right. Circling the wrist a few times, getting a little bit more ready. And then place that hand down. Spread the palms, spread the fingers. Now we're going to take the right arm forward, thumb towards the ceiling. Take the left foot back. Circle the left ankle. Pause here and just let the breath be steady and continuous as you find a little core stability. And then as that foot stops circling, we're going to reach out through the fingertips, through the toes, reaching out, and then exhale, draw it in towards the heart. Inhale, reach it out. Exhale, drawing into the heart. So we're creating stability in our body, and we're drawing that breath into the heart. Reaching out to the world around us and then drawing in. So we're creating connection outwards and inward. Let's do one more on this side. Exhale, draw it in, hold it in for a breath if you can. And then just set the knee and the hand down. Give that left wrist another little circle after holding that space, holding that embrace of the body. And then we're going to ground down through the right hand. We'll take the left arm forward, thumb towards the ceiling. Reach the right leg back, circle the ankle. Steady through the core, keep the breath continuous. And then inhale, reaching out towards the world. Exhale, drawing in towards the heart. Moving at your pace. Inhale, extending out, engaging with the world. Exhale, coming into yourself. Feeling that connection, both outward and inward. We need to engage with the world. We can't just hide away. We can open our heart, extend out, reach, and then we can come in and we can watch and we can tune in. But we need both. Inhale, reach it out. Exhale, come in. One more time, take a deep breath here. And then just set the knee down. Set the hand down. Sink the hips back. Take a couple resting breaths in child's. Pause and reflect. How are you feeling? What's your state of mind? Your state of being? Feeling that heart pumping, living, engaging, and calming. One more deep breath here, sigh it out. Surrendering what you don't need. Surrendering doubt, confusion, and inviting in clarity. Inhale, reach the arms out. Come up into your cow pose. Curl your toes under, lift your hips up. Let's come up into downward dog and take a few moments to just pedal out the feet here. Opening up through the backs of the legs, lifting through your tailbone, opening those tight spaces in the back of your body, grounding down through the whole hands. Pausing here, taking a couple breaths, feel your downward dog, feel your body. Noticing how your breath interacts with your body, that connection. Let's step the right foot through. However you want to get there. You can come into three-legged downward dog. You can just drop the left knee to the floor. Come into a low lunge. If you have blocks, bring them underneath your hands. If you don't, just bring your hands up to your knee. Either is good. Okay. Ground down through the front foot, right underneath the knee. Ground down through the back foot. Now, keep your gaze inward, or maybe find a single point to gaze at for balance here. Tune into your body, into your breath. Feel that engagement with the earth. Lift up through the crown, relax through the shoulders. Now press into that front foot. We're going to inhale, take the arms forward and up. Exhale, down and back. Let's open up the chest, open up the shoulders. Inhale, forward and up. Exhaling, down and back. Keep pressing into that front foot. One more circle. As the arms come up, you can pause here. Now, if you want to come into a high lunge, you can transition yourself up into a high lunge. Whatever works for you, okay? Steady through the legs, finding a gaze with the eyes, both outward and inward. Relax through your shoulders. Inhale, lift and open up through the heart. Lift the gaze a little bit. Exhale, bring the hands down. Bring your hands to the blocks if you have some. Now you can be in high lunge or low lunge here. As you shift back, straightening that front leg, you begin to feel length down the back of the hamstring. So exhale forward, inhale back. I'm just going to take a few moments to open up the back of that leg. So again, if you're doing this on the floor, you might just sink the hips back in monkey, take the right block back with you. Feeling into your body, feel that connection with your body. As you come back and hold, fold the upper body gently over the leg. Stay grounded through the feet. Surrender the upper body. And then inhale, come up. Set the blocks to the side. Bring your right leg back with your left. Take the knees to the floor, child's pose. Sink the hips again a little side to side, feeling into your body. Feeling into your breath. And finding a little stillness as you feel ready. Notice the sensations in your body. Maybe a bit more awareness, a bit more release through the right hip. Breathe into any tension. Breathe into tightness in the body. Our practice of peace begins first with ourselves. We have to make peace with ourselves. And then it's so much easier to bring peace and make peace with the world around us. Accept yourself as you are. And with an inhale, we're going to reach forward. Come back up into a cow pose. Curl the toes under, lift the hips up. Find your downward dog. Grounding here, stabilizing here for a moment. Feel that connection with the earth. Heart drawing towards your feet. Long and open through the back of your body. Releasing tension and tightness. We're going to step the left foot forward. However you want to get there, drop the right knee to the floor. Step that left foot through. Find your low lunge. Ankles underneath the knee in the front. Toes grounding out in the back. Feel the pelvis lean forward and lift up through the crown. Let's just pause here for a couple breaths. You can bring your hands to your blocks, to your knee. Whatever feels right for you. Even bring them into your heart if you wish. And with a steady gaze, let's inhale, take the arms forward and up. exhale, open down and back. So the intention here is really opening up through the heart space, through the shoulders, finding fluidity. The more we can find flow in our bodies, we find it in our minds. We become adaptable. We become flexible but steady. So feel the steadiness through your legs as your arms move. The next time the arms come up, pause there. If you want to transition into that high lunge, again, you can do that. Listen to what feels right for you. Steady through the legs, opening through the heart. Deep, full breaths. The lifting of the gaze, the lifting of the heart, a little deeper back bend if that feels okay. Deep breath here. And exhale, bring the hands down. Grab your blocks, inhale, shift back into a pyramid if you're in high lunge, or a monkey if you're in low lunge. Okay, so we're just leaning the hips forward and back. Our own pace with our breath. Just exploring how we feel through the back of that hip, down the leg, and maybe even a bit to the front of the right hip. Noticing how that feels as you come forward.
I'm sorry you're feeling that way. Sometimes, taking a quiet moment can help. You could try listening to your favorite music, or doing some simple stretches.
Thank you, Siri. That was a wonderful addition. Sink back and hold as you're ready. No. Let's add some music. Fold forward, release, take a few deep breaths. Releasing, surrendering, one last breath here. Inhale, come up. Set the blocks to the side, bring the foot back. Take a moment in child's pose. Sink the hips a little side to side, feeling into your body. Feeling into the hips, the ribs, the back, and then settle into your child's pose. Arms forward, arms back, or support your head, whatever feels good for you today. Again, cultivating peace within yourself, cultivating acceptance, non-judgment, allowing. Even if there's a little weight, even if there's a little, sadness, fear in your heart, accept it as it is and give it space to transform. Give it space to learn what it needs to learn. There's nothing wrong with those feelings. They're messages of awareness, of intuition, and opportunities of growth. So take another deep breath in here, side out. Bring your hands to the floor. Walk them back to your knees. Curl your toes under. Crouch for a moment. Maybe surrender a bit with the head, drawing the chin towards the knees. Deep breath into the back of the body. This is hard on your knees. Start lifting the hips up. We're going to ground through the feet. Take the hands to the floor and then fold into a forward fold. Deep breath in, sigh it out. Feel the pelvis lift gently, but the knees slightly bent. The spine, the belly, just surrendering forward. Give the head a nice shake. Let go of the weights in the shoulders. Then when you feel ready, ground to the feet. Bend the knees. Bring up the body, reaching up towards the sky, reaching up towards the sun. Inhale and exhale. Bring the hands down through your heart center. Pause here. Feel yourself upright. Maybe give the shoulders a little roll. Connect into your intention for peace for a moment. Sometimes we need to remember gratitude to find our way into peace as well. Gratitude is a beautiful pathway for peace. So maybe even reflecting on what you're grateful for in this moment can begin to cultivate that peaceful heart. From here, let's take a big step forward with our right foot. Standing on 2 ski tracks, bend the front knee. Let's inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, bring them down into the heart space. So again, that prayer pose for a moment. Steady through both legs. Feel that the inner thighs, the lower belly activate. And then take the hands outward from the heart. Spread them back. Interlace your fingers behind you. Draw the shoulder blades together. So now we're really opening up through the heart space here. Maybe lift the arms a little bit, feel a little bit more engagement through the back of your heart, that stability and groundedness through the back of your heart. And then inhale, lengthen through the crown of the head. Exhale, tip forward. Little humble warrior. Finding it in your body. You can rest the hands on the back. You can bring the heart forward even more, shoulder towards the knee, whatever feels right for you, or anywhere in that whole range. You might even just move up and down a couple times, bowing forward. Pause for a breath. What are you bowing to in your life right now? Within yourself. Release the hands. Bring the arms back up, all the way up. Exhale. Bring yourself forward. Stand in your mountain. Pause here. Feel the energy in your body. Feel the presence, the sensation. And as we step into this other side again, really cultivating that energy of peace as we explore the sensation of the peaceful warrior. So we're going to step the right foot back, landing again on 2 ski tracks, bending that front knee. Inhale, arms come up as we steady ourselves through our hips and legs. Hands come down through the heart center. Again, we are peaceful warriors. Big breath here into the heart space, into the belly. And then inhale, reach the arms forward. Spread them back. Interlace the hands behind you. Draw the shoulder blades together. Open up through the heart space. Feel that stability down the spine, into the hips, into the legs. Big breath into the heart space. Little back bend, and then exhale, tip forward. Humble warrior, again, finding what works for you today. So you feel steady and balanced. You can bow forward, gazing straight down and inward, into your body, into your experience. One more breath here. As you inhale, release the hands, bring the arms back up and through, reaching back up towards the sky. Pausing here in your warrior, gentle, strong. loving. And then when you're ready, step the back foot forward. Come back into your mountain pose. Pause here. Notice how you're feeling. Let the breath calm. Release the effort with a sigh. If you notice your body feeling a little tense or tight, just give it a little shake. Let it go. And then to return again to your mountain and just notice the subtle change, the subtle shift, just by shaking it off, just by letting it go. You don't need to hold on to the experience. Everything that we do integrates. We can assimilate it, we can let it go, we can keep what we need, we can let go of the rest. It's in our ability. It's in our beingness. As you're ready, step open to the side of your mat. Take both feet wide. Let's turn the right toes towards the short end of the mat. Let the left toes turn in a little bit. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, come down into a warrior two. Inhale, bring the arms in. Come into your warrior two. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, warrior two. Bring the arms in. Exhale, warrior two. One more time as we reach upward. Engaging, lifting. Exhale, down into warrior two. Inhale, into the heart, embracing. Exhale, warrior two. Pause and hold. Steady through the legs, through the lower belly, relaxing through the shoulders, and just gazing out over your fingertips. Making any little adjustments so you feel stable and trying to keep the knee fairly over the ankle. Okay. Let your breath calm, let your mind steady. Let's move through Sun Warrior. Inhale, lift that right arm up. Exhale, come back to Warrior Two with your breath. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, Warrior Two. Maybe the head follows the hand, lifting the gaze up. Pause, take a couple breaths. Now inhale, straighten your right leg. Lift and lengthen. Exhale, reach out over top of that right leg. Feel the hips shift back. Feel that length down the back of that right leg. Reaching out to the world. And then exhale, bring the hand down. Bring your hand into your heart and rotate that heart open. Feeling that heart space out to the side. Lifting the left arm up. Steady through the legs. Expanding out through the arms. A couple deep breaths. Again, opening and lengthening those tight spaces, breathing into the body where the body needs care and attention, where we can let go, we can feel steady within ourselves. Bend the knee, bring the feet to the other direction. Left toes towards the short end, right toes turn in a little bit. Just pause. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, bend the knee. Inhale, arms in. Exhale, bend the left knee. With the breath. Feel how that hip is moving. Feel how the thigh is steadying. Both feet grounding. One more time. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, into the heart and out. Gazing over the left fingertips. Pause and hold. Steady yourself. Steady your breath. Steady the effort. Find that balance between effort and ease. And then we're going to turn that left palm up. Inhale, open up that left side. Exhale, back to center. Let the gaze follow the hand, or just lift the gaze gently. And exhale back to warrior two. Last time, let's come up and hold. Grounding through the feet, lifting, lengthening through the crown, through the fingertips. Big breath through that left side of the body. Breathing into the abdomen, into the digestive tissues, the organs, so we can digest our lives. Receive what we need, let go of the rest. With your next inhale, straighten your left leg. Keep lifting through that left side and then shift the hips back. Reach out over the left leg. Make any little adjustments to your stance. Do you feel steady? Feel that lengthening through the hamstring. Pause, take a deep breath in, reaching out. Exhale, hand to the shin, hand into the heart on the right side. Opening the heart to the side and then lift that right arm up. Expanding outward from the heart, steady through the body, deep breaths. With your next inhale, bend your knee, rise all the way up. Good. Bring the feet a little closer together, the toes wide. Pause for a moment, hands at the heart. We're going to move through a moving goddess. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, bend the knees, bring the hands down through the heart center. Inhale, take the arms out and up, reach and lengthen through the body. Exhale, knees go wide, just like the feet. Make any adjustments to your stance as you need. Inhale, up. Exhale, coming down through our goddess. Pause and hold. Shift the hips a little side to side, really ground through the feet. Let yourself be a little moving with it, a little, adaptable with it, and then steady. Core is strong. Relax through your shoulders. We'll just stay here for 2 or 3 breaths. Gathering peace within your heart, within your body. Maybe close your eyes if you have balance. If not, keep your eyes open. Final breath. And then inhale. Press through the legs. Reach up. Lengthen. Take the feet wide. Take the heels wide. Bend the knees and fold forward. Release through the upper body. Let the knees be bent. Feel into the weight of the feet, the weight over the feet and the toes or the heels, finding a little bit of balance there. Let the spine release, let the head release. Surrender. Allow, accept, and embrace all that is in your experience, physically, emotionally, mentally. One final breath there, sigh it out. Bring the hands to the floor, walk the feet a little bit closer together. We're going to sink down into a little garland pose. So a couple of options. You can just bring your hands to your knees and just pause there if your knees are tight or if it's hard to get down. If you can sink down, maybe you can take the hands to the floor if your heels are above the floor, or if your heels sink back, knees are wide, lift through the crown, bring your hands together in front of your heart and just pause here. Close your eyes. And at any point, if you feel like you need to bring yourself down to the floor, you can just come onto your sit bones with the knees wide as well. Okay, we're just gonna pause here. Breathing into the pelvis, into the back. Really letting go of our attachments so that we can find peace. Accepting what is, forgiving, allowing. embracing everything, an opportunity of learning. As you feel complete there, bring yourself down to your seat if you haven't already, and then just bring yourself right down onto your back. Just roll it down, feel the back of your body ground with the floor. Feet might stay flat. You can stretch the legs out if you like, or maybe just let the knees fall together. I invite you to place your hands, one on your heart, one on your belly, and just feel your body breathe. Make any little adjustments so you feel comfortable. Notice the flow of your breath. Effortless. Always there for you. Notice how you're feeling. Bring your hands down alongside the body. Bring the feet together. If you want to place a block between your thighs for a bridge pose, you can. Okay. Grounding down through the feet. Hands alongside the body. We're going to inhale, press through the feet, engage through the glutes, lift the pelvis, lift the spine up off the floor. Exhale, roll down. Massaging the vertebrae as you slowly lift and lower. Inhale, pelvis, belly, heart. Exhale, lowering. Keeping the gaze inward or straight upward. Not turning the head to the side. Squeeze that block if you have it. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, lowering. Now, if you want to just move with the breath, move with the breath, or lift here and hold. Ground through the feet, lift through the pubic bone, through the pelvis, relax through the shoulders, through the head. You can open your palms and maybe roll onto the shoulders for a little bit more of an openness through the heart space. Strong through the back body, a couple more breaths. Trust yourself, trust your body. Use your breath. Take a deep breath in. Unroll the shoulders, roll the spine down. If you have a block, set it to the side. We're gonna lift up the hips. Actually, sorry, we're not gonna lift up the hips. Well, you could lift them a little bit, roll them to the right, but we're gonna roll all the way over to our left side. So both legs are stacked. If you want, you can always put a block between your thighs so that your hips aren't quite so stacked, but you can always be a little off too. So you don't have to have the right hip completely stacked over the left. So whatever feels right for you. Now we're going to reach the arms out to the left, both arms. So your right arm might rest around your elbow. It might reach all the way to your left hand, whatever feels right for you. Okay, so anywhere in that range. Now as you inhale, you're going to take your right arm slowly up over your head, twisting open, and then exhale is going to come back down over the body. Inhale, taking the arm up overhead, slowly and gently, and then palm open, and then bringing that hand over the body. Moving at your own pace here. Inhale, opening. Exhale, bringing it around. Let's do a couple more. It's okay if the hand doesn't touch the floor, it doesn't have to. The next time the arm comes up and around, as you come into that twist, you're just going to pause there. It's okay again if the hand doesn't touch the floor, if the shoulder doesn't touch the floor, just trust yourself. Steady through the body, breathing into the core, into that right side of the heart and the abdomen. And then exhale, bring that arm down across the body. All right, let's roll back onto the back. We'll do the other side. So if you shifted your hips a little bit, bring it back to center. You might shift your hips a little bit to the left if you want as you roll over onto your right. Again, use a block if you want between your thighs. If it's just a little too much, or you can just keep your foot grounded and your hip back a little bit. So really listen to your body. Right arm out to the side, left hand at the elbow or somewhere along that forearm. And then we're just gonna inhale, take that left arm up and around. Exhale, we're gonna bring it down along the hips to the body, back to the arm. Inhale, all the way up and around, twisting open. Exhale, coming back over the body. Just take your time here. Slowly opening through the chest, the arm, twisting through the spine. Very gentle and slow movement. Next time the arm comes up and around, as you're ready, just pause into your twist. Rest there for a few breaths, breathing into the left side of the belly, the chest, and the heart. Calm body, breath, calm mind. One more breath here. And exhale, bring that arm back down and around. Good. Untwist, bring yourself back to center. Set the block to the side if you're using one. And feel your hips and your shoulders ground once again. Let's take the right foot up into the air. Reach and lengthen through that right leg. Reach through the heel, draw the toes to the face, feel that length on the back of the leg. Just pause there. Try not to pull the leg towards you. Feel your sacrum ground a bit to the floor. The knee can be bent. One more big breath in here. And then exhale, cross that ankle over the left knee. Let the right knee draw away from you, creating a window with your thighs. And then you can draw the legs in, grab onto the foot, grab onto the knee. You can reach through and grab onto the back of the left leg, but try not to stress through the shoulders to do so. You can also just hold on to the shin. Now draw your attention deep into the pelvis here. Look for those tight spaces and breathe there. Relieve the tension. Relieve the gripping. The attachments that are held within the hip. Without forcing, this is just encouragement. This is just allowing, it's accepting, it's embracing. It's also remembering that we don't need to hold on to everything. That we create more peace and harmony in our bodies as we let things go. Trust that the things that are ready to let go will be released in their own time, when they're ready. But this is just encouraging, loving kindness. Take a couple more breaths with that intention. The end of your exhale, drop the left knee down. Reach the right leg up, lengthen through that leg. Exhale, take it all the way down to the floor, and as it meets the floor, shake the knee. Release again to the front of the hip now, the hip flexor. And then bring that foot flat. Let's take the left foot up, just lengthening through the back of that left leg, toes towards the face, breathing into any sensation or tightness that you might feel in the back of your left leg. And then crossing that ankle over your right knee. Create a window here with your thighs, draw the legs inward. Holding onto the knee, the foot. Whatever feels right for you here. Breathing into the back of the hip. Releasing tension, releasing tightness. Bringing harmony and acceptance into your body, into your experience. One last breath. Loving kindness, loving acceptance. At the end of your exhale, drop the right foot down, reach the left leg up, extend, and then lower it all the way down to the floor. Release, let go, shake it out. And then from here, I invite you to just reach both feet out. Round through the hips, maybe grab a bolster if you want under your knees. Let your arms open, maybe palms open to the sky. Let your body take up some space. Find whatever feels comfortable for you. Take a deep breath in and just let it go. Do that a few times as needed. And then let your breath find its own natural flow. As we move our awareness through our body, we're going to bring the awareness of peace into the body experience. So starting at the center of the mind, having the intention of peace in the mind. Letting the facial expression find a sense of peace, the eyes, the cheeks. The throat and the collarbone, the tops of the shoulders, all surrendering into the essence of peace. The shoulder joints, the arms, the elbows, all the way down into the palms of your hands. Settling into the experience, the embodiment of peace. And into the center of the chest. Peace. Readily available in your heart space. Open up to it. Radiating through the heart, peace fills the rest of your body. Down into your belly, your back. Peace. Receiving what you need, letting go of what you don't. The hips, the pelvis, tuning in to peace. Down your legs, your knees, your ankles, your feet. Embodying peace to walk through the world peaceful. Now your breath, your whole body, breathing peace. You are a vessel of peace. Embrace it. And as you continue to integrate peacefulness into your experience, accept it as it is, as it's showing up for you today. And then carrying that intention, begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes, reawaken your body. Maybe stretch or draw your knees to your chest, whatever you need right now, whether you're expanding it or you're drawing it in, or both. And then roll over to one side, whichever side calls you right now. Pause here, reflect and receive. This is your opportunity to rise with intention of a peaceful mind, a peaceful presence. And then bring yourself back up to your seat. Finding a steady, comfortable posture. Bringing your hands back over your heart, your attention inward, feeling into your heart space, into your body, into your breath. And pausing here, creating resolve and intention of how you want to embrace peace in your experience and in your life. Breathing it into your heart. And then taking a big breath into the heart as you breathe out, expanding and releasing that peace out into the world around you. To your loved ones, to your friends, to your neighbors. Doing that a few times, expanding that peace outward to all those who need it. To the world around us. Sending messages of peace, of love, of harmony. Recognizing how it starts within you, inviting it in so that you can embody it and give it. I hope this practice serves you as you choose to live a peaceful life, a peaceful embodiment. I invite you to bring your hands into prayer in front of your heart and bow to yourself in gratitude for choosing this practice, for choosing to show up for yourself in this way, and choosing to show up to the world around you in this way. And noticing as we close any other feelings of gratitude that might resonate for you right now. If you like, join me to share the sound of Om, to send the sound of peace out into the world. Let's take a deep breath in. Om. Have your palms together. Feel some warmth and bring them over your eyes. Take a moment to receive that warmth inward as you open your eyes outward, bridging your inner world with your outer world, remembering that connection as you wash your face. Bringing your hands back into your heart, thanking mind, body, and spirit for this practice today. And I thank you for sharing yours. Namaste. May you resonate with peace as you flow through your day and spread peace out into the world around you. Thank you for being here. I look forward to connecting with you again soon. If you have any comments or questions about the practice today, I would love to hear from you. Please share in the comments below. And if you ever need to reach out to me, you can always find me at www.seabrightspirit.ca. Thank you again. I look forward to our connection very soon.